Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be taking a look into the newest things that are coming out of the White House saying guys, I'm tired. I don't know what thing we got to go after next, but apparently Social Security and Medicare are now being said, if we don't come to the table, if things don't, that's the next on the chopping block. Y'all, Medicare, Social Security, SNAP, ever since their induction, has never not been paid, and there's been multiple government shutdowns. Because there's always been, you could put the actions into place too, and there's always the backup funds for those programs. Why are we not doing those? To maintain the health of the nation, right? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to leave it at that, but quick reminder before we get into it. Reminder, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts, serial, just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, I want to take a look into, are we going to be getting rid of our Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security? Are those programs going to be going away, or are we going to have negotiations finally in Congress? So the 9 of Coins, rewards of your labors, status, abundance, self-sufficient, on your own, taking it easy, fulfillment, freedom. Why is this 4 of Cups? Because got to be proactive, engage, re-engage, seize the day. I don't think that these are going away. They're being threatened because we're trying to, I don't know. They're being threatened, but I don't see them going away. Because from a material influence, it's pretty decisive. You got to see clarity of thought. You got to see what's coming up. Seeing the clear choice, cognizant, be focused, action. Action's going to be taken, because if this goes down, if those go down, then there will be way too much discourse going on. Because the hopes and fears, though, is somebody wants to be a show off. Somebody wants to, the pride before the fall. This is allegedly, in my opinion here, this is somebody's way of, I got this, or you know what, you want to be a part of. This is like just somebody who's being so narcissistic, being like, you know what, if you aren't going to play by my rules, then I'm going to do whatever I can to manipulate you to do so. Because the unseen obstacle here is that there's a dead end, there's a breakup, there's a divorce, we are at ruin, we're at rock bottom, we are at failure. That's the unseen obstacle to programs staying around. We are coming to the end of the rope. We are coming to the end of people being bullies and manipulating and trying to bully their way to get things going. Because the negative influence here, well, here's my kids. We got to remember the past. Remember the past. Someone from the past is returning. Nostalgia, memories. This is also my kids' card. Because what's going for this situation? Making progress. So with 1 to 2 weeks, they're going to make progress. I do not believe that they're going to get these programs away. Things are starting to shift. There's a final. People are coming to their senses, because here in the past, this is the pinnacle of success. A few weeks, letting go of control, celebrate life, have fun. I don't think we need to worry about this too much, because here in the future, the 8 of Swords, it's time to release limiting beliefs. It's time to take your mental strength, take your power back, set free, escape, conquer self-doubt. Y'all, I don't think these programs are going away. People are going to have to start seeing things for what they truly are. It's time to release that, okay, these things will be here. Don't fall for the propaganda. Don't fall for the rage baiting. Don't fall for it. They aren't going away. That causes too much disaster for even this administration. Okay, so I want to take a look into why is Donald Trump saying, oh, if this doesn't happen, and he's making it very public, very vocal, and now that they're saying, well, we're gonna have to take away these benefits. Why are we doing that? What's this all about? Is this, because I'm not seeing that these programs are going away. Like, they aren't going away, but let's just see. Why are we saying this? What's going on? Because we want to foster codependency. We want to make people irrational. We want to have them wallowed, and we want to have them emotionally imbalanced. We want them to not be thinking clearly. That's why we want people to not be thinking clearly. Why is this? Because we want to just not keep delivering what we say that we're going to deliver. This is like the Eight of Coins is like, because my hard work isn't paying off. Whatever he's been trying to do, whatever game he's been trying to play, he wants people emotionally balanced so that they will fall for his game and play by his rules instead of their rules. Because people aren't delivering, or people aren't doing what he wants them to do. Because from a material influence with the Three of Cups, he wants people to come together. He wants good times. He wants collaborative. He wants times to be celebratory when it comes to material. He's like, yeah, we want to bring people together. Why are we doing this? Yeah, we want to bring people together. Do different things. However, the unseen hopes and fears here. He wants people to be so overly like emotionally devoid, easily influenced, clouded vision. He wants them scattered and not like thinking critically. So that's the hopes and fears here. It's like he wants people to be harsh. He wants explosion. He wants fights. He's trying to push people to fight against one another, when in reality it's like, this isn't a fight against Democrats or Republicans. This is a fight between, why are our parties not doing the damn thing? Why are our representatives not representing us? Why are they not coming to the table? This isn't a red versus blue thing. They're still your representative, whether they are red, whether they are blue. They still represent you, right? Because the unseen obstacles, why is he doing this? He's missed opportunities, rude, insincere, bully, out of control. He's out of control. Why is he doing this? Unseen obstacle, because he's out of control and people are bullying him back. Negative influence here as well for him. Overcommitment, poor choices, scattered, dropped the ball, overwhelmed them, very disorganized. Planning and execution was not at the highest of things going on here. Because what's going for him? He needs to reevaluate. There's a lot of misinformation, blocked communication, clouded judgment, hostility, the lack of ideas. He's got nowhere else to go. This is what he is doing. Like, I have nothing else to do. I have no idea what to do to get my way. So in doing so, I'm going to rally the base to get my way. Because here in the past, yeah, he thought this was going to be the right thing to do. Things were going to be harmony. Things were going to go my way. I had everything right. And here in the future, it is time for death. It is time for external change, complete renewal, total overhaul, over and out, breakup, new start, letting go, endings, and beginnings. Oops, sorry. That's how he's feeling. Why did he do this? It's because new stuff is on its way. We are breaking stuff up. It is a total overhaul. Whether, and like, he wants a total overhaul of things. But at the same time, like, why is he doing this here in the future? I think he himself is on the way for complete renewal, complete overhaul. There's abrupt changes coming for him as well. All right. So Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, what's going on? How are the Republican senators feeling about this? Like, how are they feeling? Government shutdown? Are we feeling more pressure? What's going on currently of taking away Social Security and Medicare? How are they feeling about this? All I see is hot under the collar. We're hot under the collar here, man. How are we feeling? Ooh, boy. There is self-focused, shallow, jealous, work from home, exacting, possessive, imbalanced, manipulative. They're like, dude, don't do this. It's like there's like, we're trying to bring things to you, but you are just, he's asking for a miracle, I want to say. Why is this? Because release materialism, reevaluating priorities, less is more, minimalism, an uncluttered life. How are they feeling about this? They're like, don't add more to the plate. Please don't add more to the plate. They're like, can you like not make this so complicated? Can you not add more shit to this? Because from a material influence, they're at they are like 10 of Wands versus just let your burden down. They are just ready to let this go. They're ready to be like, fine, we're just going to keep doing what we're just going to bend to the knee, because what is being asked is damn near impossible to get through. They're meeting obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And it's time to find. We got to readjust. We got to release. We got to reduce. We got to re-get our priorities straight. And they got to delegate new things. Because the hopes and fears here is that they are holding back. They are reckless. There is impulsive decisions making. Like only fools are rushing this decision right now. Like, why are we doing this? Unseen obstacle, though, is that, again, there's misinformation. There's blocked communication, clouded judgment, redirection, hostility. There's a lack of ideas here as well, where it's like, we don't know what to do. Stop putting more shit on our plate. We're already struggling with what we got. You want us to add in more? I'm also hearing like, why are you doing this to us when it comes to, we got to focus on how are we going to keeping our jobs at the end for this next time, because there's issues here. Because also the negative influence here, heartbreaker, manipulation, disappointment, revoked offers, obsessed, unrequited love. How are Democrats feeling about this? They're like, we do not want this. Stop it. Because what's going for them? They're counting their blessings. They're trying to get permission slips. They're kind of optimistic to get what they're going, but just have fun. But also when the sun's reversed, I'm like, they're not feeling so good, because here in the past, this is judgment, new spiritual story, forgiveness, awakening, missions. And here in the future, Knight of Wands, swept off your feet. How are they feeling in the future here? They're going to feel like, oh my goodness, we got it done. We can do it. They're feeling pretty rebellious as well, I think, against their person. It's like, we got to just do what we got to do, man. We just got to do what we got to do. They are trying their dangdest. And I think they're going to go against their party leader to get it done. All right, how are Democrats feeling about this? Social Security and benefits and Medicare potentially going to get stripped away. How are they feeling about this? I just see their heads hung low. They're like, what the frickety frick? What's going on here? 5 of Wands. This is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. Harmony, situations, resolve, finding common ground, cooperation, harmony restored. Why is it? Because the 3 of Wands, restrictions, returning home, postpone, lack of progress, thinking small. Currently, like, how are they feeling about all of this? They're like, okay, now we can find harmony. We're going to find some common ground around this. Why? Because we haven't had progress around anything else. This is the major point that we can finally maybe get get people to the table at. Because from the material influence here, they're trying to do things very regimented, doing it by the book, matter of fact, candid, detached, eloquently, logically, trying to do this all in a very legal mind way. Because the hopes and fears we want to bring about fulfillment, completely content, wishes are coming true, feeling good, full, happy. They're satisfied with this decision. Unseen obstacles, though, is that they're going to be ghosted. They're exhausted. They're feeling restless. They're burnt out. It's like, how much more can we do? There's like no action or movement. Unseen obstacle, because there has been no action or movement. Ugh. Like, no one's been wanting to negotiate. This will bring negotiations to the table. Negative influence, though, is that they got to get ready. Future planning. This feels like we're going to go into, they're going to start doing small-minded stuff or very small things, small extensions, not long-term extensions. And then we're going to go through this fight all over again. Is what's going for them. This has been a very trauma-filled thing going on. There's been a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, night worries, insomnia, lots of trauma, mental anguish about, are we doing the right thing? Are we doing the right thing? This has been really tough on them to be like, are we even doing the right thing here, y'all? Because here in the past, they're like, we need to do an aha moments, perspective, awakening. They're surrendering to spirit. They're surrendering to where we can go. And now here in the future, emotionally balanced, heart-centered, kind-hearted, understanding, diplomatic, psychic, feeling, emotional mastery. And then at the bottom of the deck for them is the Page of Swords, new opportunities. They're feeling really good with this, honestly, because I think they're seeing we're finally going to get to the table and we can actually start discussing things. If this is where they want to take it, there will discussions that we can have. This is like where they wanted to put things at. I don't know. It's like if it had to get to this point, it had to get to this point, and they know that they can't go past this point. Or if they do, there's massive consequences for it. Okay. What else can we know about the government powers that be, Medicare and Social Security being allegedly taken away? Any other information we can get? What else is there here? Six of Cups. Things from the past are coming back up. Why is this? Because we're kind of being held in indecision. We're frozen with indecision. We don't know. We're withholding information. We're trying to avoid things. There's been stalemates. There's a lot of obstacles. No one's working together because we're all at an impasse of what to do. Because from a material influence, there's revoked offers. Lots of disappointments. People who said that they're going to work together and then they won't. Unseen obstacles or the hopes and fears. We just want to bring back rules, traditions, right and wrong, institutions, conventionals, values, faith. We just want to have like our government back. However, the unseen obstacles, it's trying to let go of old hurts, old wounds, and just having hope, forgiveness, and optimism for the recovery moving forward. Because the negative influence, it's very unclear where we're headed. This whole situation where we don't know where we're going, how this is going to play out. We've never been here, right? So there's a lot of anxiety about the unknown. Because what's going for this situation? People are making a stand. Face it head on. It's my life. Don't back down. Haters are going to hate. And it's the liberty. This is for the freedom. This is for people. This is for liberty, democracy, and fighting for what you want. Looking at the two eagles here, it's two sides. Liberty and peace and freedom will reign out, because here in the past there's a lot of subconscious ambiguity, instability, dreams, a lot of anxiety, illusions. I also see this as secrets here in the past that we don't want to bring out. And here in the future, it's time for change. A few months, making long-term plans, expressing gratitude, harvest, fall, prepare for change. There's big change coming. Autumnal equinox already happened. But this whole season of fall in the Northern Hemisphere is all about change in the United States, because you're at the bottom. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's going to be there's delay tactics going on. There's resisting, there's stalling, there's lack of focus. People are trying to put things on pause. Why are they trying to put things on pause? Because of things bubbling under the surface, that the emerging ideas, inceptions of things that they are trying to get away with. People who are trying to be sneaky, betrayal, getting away with, self-interest, strategic, leading, cheating, lying, masks, cowardly, false pretenses. Not what it seems. There's a lot of stuff bubbling under the surface of people that are trying to get away with stuff. And they're trying to delay this so they can maybe get away with it. But the delay is no more. Shit's gonna fly. Shit has to happen. And whether you're ready for it or not, here it comes. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. I hope y'all enjoyed. Feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Be kind in the comments to one another. Don't make me go in and start deleting shit. I will. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, join YouTube members, hype up this video. It's free. You can go do all of that. The links are down below. I appreciate any and all engagement on this video, as it really helps me out, get found in the algorithm. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching, and I hope to see you guys in more videos in the future. So thank you, and bye.